So in this video we'll be dealing with the shape tool. So you can go here to add your shapes. In our previous video I talked about the stickers, the import, draw shapes and other things we have here. So let's deal with the shapes tool first. So you can add any shape you desire from here. You can add the triangle, you can add the circle, semicircle, you can add arrow, you can add the triangle and star and any other shape that you want to use for your design. I will teach you how to make custom shapes later, that is using two or more shapes to create a custom shape. So what are the things that you can do to your shapes directly from here? So you can adjust the radius of the shape, the curve at the edges. As you can see here, you can adjust the radius, as you can see. So you can pick your you can adjust your transparency, how transparent you want the shape to be. As you can see, you can adjust based on what you like. Then you can pick the colors for your shape. You can pick different colors for your shape, and you can use a gradient color as well. You can use a gradient color as well. Then you can give it stroke. You can give it stroke. As you can see here, you can adjust the stroke, the width of the stroke. You can adjust the transparency of the stroke, how transparent you want the stroke to be. You can adjust the stroke color. As you can see, you can adjust the stroke color. You can give the stroke color a gradient. Then that stroke, you can adjust the blur radius of the stroke. You can adjust the blur radius of the stroke. So I think you can do that. So after doing that, other things you have here, they are related to that of the text tool as well. You can crop your shape. You want to cut out some certain parts of the shape. As you can see here, you can crop, you can adjust the size. Maybe there's a particular size you want to use, 1:1, 16:9, 4:3, 3:2, 9 and the likes. So you can do whatever it is you want from here. So you can adjust it here. I'll show this in other videos. So now you can take it to the front of all other layers, and you can as well take it to the back of all other layers. As you can see here, you can see that Design Like a Pro is now in front because I've taken that shape to the back of the layer. So you can adjust it to the front again. You can adjust the position just like in test. Take it to the right, to the left, take it to the top or below, and you can adjust the rate at which it will move as well to be faster here now. So also you can give it a relative position. As you can see, just like the same thing I explained for the test. If you haven't checked that, go and watch the video on test 2. Now watch the video on test 2. So you can give it a relative size. You can reduce the size or increase the size. So if you do not want it to maintain the ratio, maybe it's only the height that you want to increase, you don't want to increase the width, so you can just deactivate this. So by doing this, you can decide now to increase the height only, you can decide now to reduce the height only, you can decide now to reduce or increase the width only. But if you want it to go together, just leave it like that. Then you have the color as well. We've talked about, oh, I've missed relative size. You can reduce. Talk about this. You have the color. You can give it color. You can give it gradient color depending on what you want to intend, depending on what you want to achieve. Then you can give it texture. I explained this in what's it called? I explained this in the test video. You can give it texture. So you can give it texture. So let's delete this. Then the transparency, how transparent you want it to be, you can adjust this. Then thereafter you can go to the color filters where you can adjust the hue. You can adjust the hue. So adjust the hue. You can adjust the saturation, how bright or how dull they are. You can increase the brightness, you can increase the contrast, and do whatever it is you want here. Then thereafter you can add stroke. So you understand what stroke is, you can add stroke to it again. After adding stroke the first time, you can add stroke again depending on what you want to achieve. So You can go to eraser here. Maybe you want to erase a certain part of the design. You can go to eraser here and you erase. You can go to eraser here, you erase. You want to create a particular effect, you can erase. Yet you can undo here. You can enlarge it so that you can see what you want to do very well. So you can take it back. You can go here and select. Maybe this is particular. You want the part you are erasing to be a rectangle in between. You can adjust this, as you can see now. Can you see what you have here now? So that is for erase. Then the mask is also the same thing as in test. You want to cut out certain parts of the shape. You want to cut out certain part of the shape to achieve a particular design. So after this, you have the erase color. Maybe there is a particular color that you have used in the shape that you now want to erase. You can do that here. Then you can rotate. I've explained all this in test 2. You can rotate. You can give it 3D rotate, 3D shape, perspective, shadow, inner shadow, and this. So that is that for the shape too. So please like and subscribe and comment so more videos like this can come to your feed. Thank you very much.